Hi guys, I hope you're all well. It's currently Sunday the 1st of September 2019 and welcome to week 190 of my weight loss journey. In last week's video we all saw I had a great loss of 2 pounds or 0.9 kilogram, which meant my body mass index went from 47.5 down to 47.3. I'm going to start the proceedings off just like I always do by reviewing my calorie consumption for the past week, which we can see in the graph above. The average of this was 2,752 compared to the previous week at 2,679. So I've obviously gone above my allowance this week. It's not ideal. It's my old foe again. The weekend, Saturday and Sunday, I had blowouts. What can I say? Last weekend was the bank holiday weekend and I may have gone a little bit overboard on the calorie consumption, especially on the Sunday. And yesterday, Saturday, I went overboard again, going well above 3,000 calories. Not good. I'm not learning, am I, from my previous weekends, and I'm trying my best. Not really my best actually, but I'm trying to make the best decisions on a weekend, but at the moment it's just not going in. It's weekends are at the moment free for all, and yes, it's affecting my calorie consumption somewhat, but my fluid consumption though is still above the 3,000 milliliter mark at 3,313 milliliters. So obviously this is a very good result. It has reduced from last week, but it's still above that magic 3,000. Let's move on to my step count, which we can also see in the graph above. The average of this was 9,948 compared to the previous week at 7,440. So a significant increase in this step count this week. I did say in last week's video, and for a number of weeks, I've been wanting to get back above the 9,000, and I've done it. I've done so much walking this week whilst I've been off. Yeah, I'm very pleased with myself on this stat this week. This is very good, and I'm hoping it can counteract the slight increase in calories average that I've seen throughout the week as well. As you all know, every 5 weeks I retake my body measurements to see if I've made any progress in that area as well. So without further ado, here are my latest results. Out of the 14 body measurements which I monitor, I've seen a reduction in just one of those. I've seen a ½ inch or 1.3 centimetre reduction from my hips. This obviously means in the last 5 weeks I've seen a reduction of ½ inch or 1.3 centimetres, but in the 190 weeks I've been doing this journey, since day one, I've seen a total loss of 110.4 inches, which is 280.4 centimetres. Yes, some very large results indeed. But what's the significance of this week's results? Well, since the beginning of my weight loss journey, there were 3 body measurements which were well above 60 inches. And obviously my tape measure for measuring all my body measurements wasn't sufficient for my chest, my waist and my hips. And I had to resort to a very, very, very long piece of string to be able to do some sort of measurement for those body measurements. But yes, so I finally had my last body measurement of that being my hips is no longer requiring a piece of string to measure it. It now can do it with the full 60 inches tape measure. So that's a very positive. So no more strings attached for when I do my 5 weekly body measurements. To give you an idea of where I've come, so in my chest measurements, I've gone from 64.9 inches down to 50 inches. So that's a reduction of 14.9 inches. In centimetres, that's 164.8 was where I started, and I'm now at 127. So that's a reduction of 37.8 centimetres. My waist has gone from 69.3 inches down to 52.5. which is a reduction of 16.8 inches. Now in centimetres, I started at 175.9 centimetres and I got down to 133.4, so that's a reduction of 42.5 centimetres. And my hips, the largest body measurements that I was taking was from the hips. My starting point was 76.9 inches. I'm down to 60 inches, huzzah, which is a 16.9 inches reduction in the time frame I've been doing this. But in centimetres, what does that account to? That's 195.3 centimetres, and I'm now down to 152.4 centimetres. So that's another reduction of 42.9 centimetres. So again, some very large results, but I'm so pleased to say bye-bye to that piece of string. It's that time of the week where we all get to see if I've managed to lose any more weight. So here it is, guys. Here's my weigh-in. I weigh 162.9 kilograms, which is 359.2 pounds, or 25 stone, 9.2 pounds. This means in the last week, I've seen a gain of 2.5 pounds, or 1.1 kilogram. But if I compare this result to the result I obtained at Slimming World, you can see this right here. At Slimming World this week, I also saw a gain of 2.5 pounds, or 1.1 kilogram. Well, I must admit, I'm blown away by this week's result. I thought my massively increased amount of steps and continuing to do my gym on a Tuesday and Thursday evening, my fluid consumption still being above my average result, which is obviously great. My calorie consumption, okay, has gone above its allowance, but not by a huge amount. And so this relatively large gain this week is a complete shocker to me, and I was certainly not expecting to see that. If I'm being honest with myself, even though I had a few extra calories this week, I was still expecting to see a great loss result. But I've seen a gain result. Oh well, I was hoping for better on my last Slimming World weigh-in before I go away. I'm now contemplating either I should weigh myself on the Thursday next week, because obviously I'll be travelling on the Saturday to America, Chicago. Yes, it's disappointing. Based on this week's weight gain, it sees my body mass index go from 47.3 up to 47.6. And if we look at my third weight loss target, well, last week it was 63.6% complete, and after the gain, it has to go down to 60% complete. So in the 190 weeks I've been doing this weight loss journey, I've lost a total of 182 pounds, which is 82.6 kilograms, or 13 stone. Precisely. Next week is going to be my last week in the UK before I go on my jollies to the US of A on my Route 66 trip. So obviously I've got until this Friday coming. I'm going to be on plan in terms of food-wise the best I can. Activity-wise though is going to be difficult. I've still got some last-minute preparation stuff that I need to get sorted. So it could be a bit iffy on my activity levels. My fluid consumption should be all right. As long as I keep above my 3,000 milliliters, I'll be happy. Obviously, when this video goes out live, I will personally be in Chicago. So yes, I'll be officially in America when this video goes out. I can't wait. And I need to be as good as possible whilst in America. Do you think it's possible for me to lose weight during this holiday? I think the odds are against me personally losing weight at the end of this holiday. I'm still contemplating whether or not I should take my weighing scales with me on the holiday. I do have a weight restriction, a bit ironic, for my luggage. I can only really carry a maximum of 20 kilograms. So, yes, so I'm unlimited, so I don't know if I'll be able to take my weighing scales with me. I'm still going to do some weekly recordings as normal, but I don't know if I'll be able to upload them because of the internet service will be a bit unpredictable, I would say, because I'm staying in hotels, motels and inns, and I've got no idea. I've read the reviews, and some reviews say internet service is great, some say it's not great at all. So I don't know how these videos will work during my trip in America, but I'm still going to do my weekly video, and obviously I'll edit them whenever I get a bit of spare time and obviously get around to upload them eventually. But other than that, guys, that is the end of this week's video. As always, if you'd like to continue following me along my weight loss journey and hopefully get to see a lot less of me in the future, why don't you subscribe to my channel so you don't get to miss out on any future videos that I post. I wish you all a fantastic week, and I'll see you all again next Sunday.